Masters, my brother, he's out of action with COVID-19, but they've called on the head honcho at Ed Bull Media House to take over the reins. We're here in Val di Sole. It's been a crazy race. World Cup overalls have been decided in both the men's, the women's, the juniors, and it's been a crazy race. So let's hit the tarmac and find out what happened. And as a Jess Blewett fan, I've got to say you've bounced back from injury amazingly well. To finish the year with 3 podiums and to be the first girl going to hardline. Talk me through, like, what do you reckon? Next week, you're going to be sending some big jumps. What's going to be scarier, Val di Sole or hardline?
I'm not sure. I can tell you that after I ride hardline. Yeah, but
right.
yeah, it'll be sick. I'm looking forward to that as well.
Right, you can be proud of yourself. You've done it 2022. It's been a good year.
Yeah, thank you, Eddie.
Loris, bit of an up and down season. You can say that.
Yeah, definitely.
I can say that.
Yeah.
But to close out with a win, it must be a bloody good feeling.
Yeah, it's insane. Like, it was probably the roughest we ever seen a track before. So to win it, it's amazing. Coming back from injury too, so I felt like not really confident. And in the end, like, when you actually don't have pressure, it's the best. So I built slowly the weekend and tried to make the bike feel good and pulled out like a pretty good run with some like, it was wild.
And when you're at the top of the hill, does anyone give you any information, or you just want to race?
No, I want to know everything.
You want to know everything.
So it's a secret, but I don't want to tell the secret. Now, to be honest, I had like one on the section. I was scared. I had someone taking picture for me, and yeah, it was wild, but made it happen. So finishing like that, it's always good.
Hey, enjoy your off season. You got French champs next weekend, but
we'll see.
We will see.
We'll see.
Yeah. Finboy HD 44.
Yeah, brother.
Obviously, you would have liked to have been on the racetrack this weekend, but fate would have it otherwise.
Yeah.
To still finish the series in 3rd overall, I mean, that's something you got to be proud of. And fuel for the fire next year?
Yeah, definitely. I'm pretty happy to like miss 2 races and a qualifying and like still end up 3rd overall. I feel like it just shows when I am riding, my speed is like right there with the top guys. And I think that next year, you know, to miss 2 races and still be there, I'm just like going to the off season. I'm like, I am that guy. Like, I'm right there with it. And I just feel like I'll put in all the work I can this off season. We're gonna work on the bike, work on everything, and come back next year stronger and faster. And hopefully I can stay healthy.
Is it true you bench 130 kilos?
What's that in pounds? Like
250?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
Man, I'm like a 130 guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I need to do some work in the off season if I want to be
that's
that
just a number, man. I feel like that doesn't mean nothing, you know.
Yeah, I know. But it's impressive. So,
I got lots of weight on me. I'm like 85 kilos myself.
In the comments, put your bench press.
Yeah, put your bench press.
Yeah. Jenna, welcome to Ed Bull TV. It's your first time on the airwaves. 3rd place today. 3rd place in the overall. We've made it past. We've reached that point in our relationship. But coming over there, this year, did you expect the highs that you've reached?
No. I thought I'd maybe get a top 5. Yeah.
So to be 3rd in the overall and leaving with a set of rainbows.
Well, technically 4th, but whatever.
Okay. Anyway, close out this interview because we're going a bit south. Elliot Jackson, the backup voice of Red Bull TV, and I guess, what do we call this, your swan song?
Yeah, man, I was like, we did such a long post show and I was like tearing up there. It's like you don't really like think about how much you care about the sport and about all the people and like everything that you do. Not until it's gone, but like until something changes. So it's, man, like I'm gonna miss everything.
Man, I think I speak on behalf of the mountain bike community, and I would just like to say thank you for such amazing insight, commentary, and camaraderie. I know this isn't goodbye, this is see you later.
Yeah, for sure. Like I'll still be around, like still working for Red Bull, and like I'll see you guys at races and stuff like that. But it's weird to like finish off the World Cup side of everything. And I was just thinking, I'm so happy that I got to see Bernard like coming on to form, like top 5 in the overall.
And I'm not going to say at his peak because he hasn't yet peaked.
Totally.
But
Yeah.
you've been there for the ride, and so have I.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like
I get emotional as well.
We were like up there looking at it, and then they were announcing the overall winners, and they were like Bernard Kerr in 5th, and I was like, what? No way. But yeah, I feel like all of you, like I've seen so much of you, so much of everyone. Like, yeah, it's been great. So happy to be.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Yeah. Anyway, what were you gonna interview me about?
This. Stay classy, San Diego. Now, mate, we're interviewing you in front of an ambulance, but fortunately for you, you're not going home in an ambulance. You're going home with a silver. Yeah. And I just got sacked at by your team manager. But you've been on fire all season. Things haven't quite gone your way, but today, how does it, what do you reckon?
Dude, I feel like the monkey's off my back. Since Fort William, man, I just felt like I had the speed to be on the podium, and I felt like I should have been on 3 of these things this year.
Lenza Hyde, same thing.
Just like, man, I was in the final corners, and I'm like, dude, just get the thing across the finish line. Because I knew I was on a pretty good one. I felt like I was pushing, and I seen green splits, and I was like, get me home, boy.
Yeah, do you look up coming into the finish line?
Yeah, I knew.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever pedaled so hard, man.
Nice.
But it's just a good feeling, like to be back in the mix, like where you feel you should be based on your riding.
I think the whole paddock is happy to see you where you belong because obviously you've had trials and tribulations throughout the season, but to do it in the last round must be a good feeling.
It's a good feeling going into the offseason. If I would have tucked the front and had green splits and went down, dude, I would have been a salty dog all winter.
And, so Dak Norton, what does the off-season hold for you? Like, I know you've been working on a bit of a farmhouse.
Yeah, dude, I'm straight up renovating my house right now, so I'm like the fastest construction worker in the world right now, I think. But, dude, just go home. I'm going to finish my house up and ride a shit ton of moto and build some dirt jumps at my house.
I just want to ask you, how do you bounce back from the highest of highs last weekend to come and race the World Cup final?
Man, it was so tough.
Yeah.
I was just saying to the organizers, I had nothing in the tank.
Yeah.
It was such a high, and I gave it all out of nowhere, and then, I had no more juice, no more energy, and I couldn't ride this track. This track was so fucking tough. I struggled all week to do full runs, and today was no different. I didn't really want to race. I was like trying to get hyped and stuff, but I had no stamina, nothing.
And we'll just grab a few words about the track. I mean, for me, it was the roughest World Cup track I've ever raced. You are one of the smoothest guys with what I would say is one of the the best bike setups. How did it feel on the bike for you?
Man, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
There was explosion at every fucking route. Every hole was massive. And even my bike with Jacko's magic on it felt like shit, to be honest. So I was fighting to save energy and try to be smooth. And then even with that, I had no forearms at the bottom. So I think really the strongest physically were also able to hold the pace, like Gwyn and stuff. But that track was too much. Like, honestly, it was too much.
All right, we're walking and talking with World Cup champion and the second time.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
It's really good. I'm a bit like disappointed for today because I really want to end up the season on a high.
Yeah. So you were racing for the win today?
For a good run.
Yeah.
So a good run means podium, and if it's really good, win. But the race is insane. So I would just want to, if I was on the podium, I was super happy. But it's not like that. I crashed in the first bit, so not so good. But yeah, taking the overall.
And there's definitely some similarities with your 2018 overall and this year where you've dominated.
It was different because 2018 was a surprise,
Yeah.
like total surprise for everybody, me, the team, for everyone, I think. And this year I felt good during the winter, and then first race win, so everybody waited for that.
Yeah. Campbell, I never doubted you for a second, but 2022 World Cup champion sounds pretty good, eh?
fuck yeah, that's the dream.
Yeah. So when you hurt yourself in Mont-Saint-Anne,
Yeah.
did you see that dream flashing before you, or you had confidence in being back for this race?
No, I wasn't. I don't know. I didn't thought it would be over, but also I didn't knew it would be enough. Like I didn't think about it. I don't know. I was just like, fuck, I'm injured, and then it just like first I didn't know if I would have surgery or not, and then it was just like day by day, like okay, surgery, and then okay, maybe I can be back. But like the first week I had no idea, even the second, and then okay, I'm back in world, like I can ride, and then it was just like okay, maybe I can do some points. And I don't know, I didn't thought about it in Mont-Saint-Anne. It was just it came later.
And you're dropping in for your run today. You didn't do qualifying. Was that so you could come down earlier?
Oh no, not at all. It's just I couldn't ride much on this track. It's a beast, and I did 3 runs the first day, and I could feel like my whole shoulder and stuff, and I was like, wow, that's the maximum. So I just had to sit out for Friday, and then I was like, I need to do a run before my final, so I see the track because it's been changing a lot, and then that's it. That's the only reason. I don't think, well, we had the rain also, so.
So I was thinking when Monica was coming down and you were in 4th place, I was like, if this was F1, the team would radio and they would tell her to stop at the finish line. And I was like, that would have been like a big flex from Dorval Commensal.
Yeah, we joked about it, but I will never ask her to do that. I mean, we're not like a road cycling team. Like, we walk together, but at the end, it's for you, not for the team.
Jordan Williams, fastest time of the day today. That's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. By 4 seconds as well. I'm not sure if the rain affected it, but I'm taking it. That's pretty cool.
And to walk away with some rainbow stripes last weekend must be...
Yeah, I was so shocked, and I still can't believe it. It's just, unreal.
And I think the cool thing for me as a fan is, watching from the outside, obviously you've spent a little bit of time in Jackson's shadow.
Yeah, maybe.
But I would say in terms of all sports, that's a dangerous place for the guy in front to have someone in his shadow, and you've definitely come out and shone. Going into Elite must give you a pretty good boost of confidence.
Yeah, I can't wait for Elite. That's where I've wanted to be my whole life, and I'll be there next year, and I'm pretty confident that I will go into Elite and not be out the arse straight away. I'll hopefully be right up there and be somewhere near the top 10 or something. That'll be quite cool.
Where is Wyn TV? He's being a little bitch. Nah.
He should be out here, but we got a substitute.
Yeah. Ed TV coming live from the Pivot Pits, and we are stood in front of, I think this is Mark 2 of
Mark
the
2 trailer, but we've had it a minute. We've had
if
this
you
trailer.
pan around,
the pits have got a lot bigger.
Yeah. And so has the profile of Mr. BK, 5th today and 5th in the overall. If I told you at the start of the season this is what you'd be ending with, would you be happy?
I'd be very happy, yeah.
So
I wanted to win a race. I didn't do that, but 5th in the overall is probably the best thing I could have hoped for. That's unreal. Getting a podium and a top 5 in the series is kind of crazy, actually, so stoked.
And talk me through it. So you're going up in the Gondi. You're seeing some seriously slick Black Snake beneath you. What's the game plan? And how did you execute it? You know, I know you were back at split 1.
Yeah, we went up in the Gondi. It was kind of raining, and then when we got out the Gondi, it was hammering down at the top. Puddles everywhere. I actually watched my GoPro back from practice, and I changed the line before I dropped in. There was like a little inside we were all doing about just before the first split, so I went back to the outside there. Like before I even dropped in, I knew I had to go outside, not to slide. And I messed one other line up that I was debating, which is the main reason I watched the GoPro. So try to charge, not slide out. I almost did, but yeah, the top was kind of safe and slow, and the rest was dry. Like after halfway, the track was the same for everyone. So yeah, just hammered on, I guess.
This is the new Wyn TV. Wynyard is actually one of my middle names, so I was qualified to sub in. Ryan Pinky Pinkerton, the fastest rapper in the field today.
Of course.
Do you want to spit some bars for us?
Nah, I gotta get a couple more of Gatorade. skater than me.
He's not ready for live concerts.
No.
But you got to be pretty happy. Second
Oh
today.
yeah, so happy.
Yeah. Nice.
It's nice.
Hey, do you want to give me anything else?
Yeah, well, I thought you were gonna ask more questions, but yeah, I'll give you more. Yeah, the run was sick. It was really rough. Just held on the whole way down.
And you're a first-year junior, so essentially, if we're talking F1 terms, you're best of the rest.
Yeah.
Must be pretty confidence-inspiring heading into next year.
Yeah, just let everyone know that I'm here for next year.
Yeah. Right guy, he's here.
Oh yeah.
Go, give us a bark.
Lil Pinky.
Rap name!
Yeah.
Rap God! Flo, Sunker man. 102 World Cup finals. What is it, 17 years?
19 years.
19 years in world downhill. And if we look behind, what I would say is an amazing career. Legend is a word that's thrown around too loosely today, but you are an absolute legend. How did it feel to round out your World Cup career on a track like this?
It feels really hard.
Yeah.
No, to be honest, it was good. I had a clean run, nothing special, but just want to ride down the track and be safe and enjoying the moment with a lot of love all the weekend, all the week. And yeah, just thanks to downhill family, thanks to the fan, thanks to my friends, and just enjoying it.
So you're sitting in the start gate. What are you thinking? It's your last time you'll ever do that. Did you kiss your lucky egg?
Of course, it's always in my pocket, yeah. And I did not think too much because I want to stay focused because I want to survive from this gnarly track. But it was a special one. I got a red flag just when I was in the start gate. I pull off all my two tear-off because it was not raining, and then 20 seconds later it was pissing down rain. So I take back my tear-off from the dust, put it back from the floor, and just, ride down the hill, and it was like insane moment anyway. The finish line was like champagne and stuff.
Oh man.
Sick moment.
I was even a little bit emotional watching you come across the line. It's been awesome to share the tracks with you as a friend and as a racer. And I can't think of a better track to go out. You know, you with bronze medal here in 2016.
Yeah,
and,
of course, yeah.
This is the last one.
As you can see here, the medal is just right here. Still
So-
at home, and it's definitely a track we fit me because I think I'm riding good in this track. Of course, this year I was a bit struggling. I have eyes trouble and stuff, but I just enjoy every second of the World Cup racing, especially in the finals.
And this isn't, I've said it actually already today, but this isn't goodbye. This is, we will see you again.
Of course, I will stay there and I will be in every World Cup. I will still other racing.
And you've always got to give me the good line.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Shh, don't say that.
No.
It's a secret.
Yeah. Thanks, mate.
Thanks
and
to
I'll
you
give you a
guys,
fucking
yeah.
hug. Yeah, boy. Cheers. Connor Finnis, it gives me great pleasure to award you the Privateer Award for this week. I don't actually know what position you're in, so fill me in.
Yeah. I ended up 21st.
Mate, you should be so proud.
So stoked.
Yeah.
Unreal. Like, still hasn't hit me yet that I did that. Got lucky with the rain a little bit, but...
Luck's also something that is it's a massive part of mountain biking in general.
Yeah, true, yeah. But yeah, this is unreal, honestly, yeah.
And as someone who's travelled and done the privateer thing from the Southern Hemisphere, I know the lengths that you have to go to even make it on the start line.
Yeah, well, actually, driving here, I got 2 flat tires, and the first spare has got like a big wobble on it, and then I had to ride 10 k's to go get a bomb to fix the second one. So just getting here was pretty tough, but paid off pretty well.
And these are the stories that put hairs on your chest, though, eh?
Yeah, I did.
What does the off season look like for you?
For me, probably go home, and then start work, or actually go back to the UK and work there during winter.
And what are you doing by way of work?
Basically, just any hard labor I can get. My cousin helps me out there, so in the UK, so it's pretty good.
So if anyone's watching this and they can help out for 2023, hit them up. We'll try and get your Instagram handle or something on the screen.
Yeah, would be awesome.
Hey, enjoy tonight. You've earned it. And I hope this goes a long way in making life a bit easier.
It's gonna go a long way,
Yeah.
for sure.
Cheers, bro.
Thank you so much.
No worries.
Thank you.
Lyle, we're going to have to ask you to be Greg. So can you do this whole interview in your best South African accent? Greg,
I'll try.
how are you going?
It's tough, my bro. It's tough. The track is rough.
Dude, the track is super rough out there, man. Like, bro, I honestly feel sorry for these young guys.
It's gnarly. It's gnarly.
You know, when some of these routes, you know, they're like pythons.
Oh,
They will honestly take you down.
This track is not lacquer, my bro. It is puss hard.
Anyway, we'll go back to Lyle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going all good. Unfortunately, Greg is in hospital.
Yeah, he got bitten.
Could we get a bit of an update?
So far, he's had an X-ray on his collarbone, which isn't broken, which is positive. He's had a CAT scan, I think, from like his head down, and we're just waiting on the results on that. So he's pretty beaten up, pretty battered, but we don't know too much just yet.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear it, because no one wants to finish the season with their rider in hospital.
No.
But you guys have had a pretty good year.
We were chatting before, like it's so easy to be bummed because obviously Jackson crashed last week, and then this week Laurie had a hugie in his run, so you can be easy to be pretty bummed. But honestly, we've had a great year. Like, we were fighting for the team overall. Like, we nearly had both the lads in the top 5 in the overall. We've still got to finish to make these things happen, but the atmosphere in the team has been phenomenal. Yeah, I'm not thinking about next year yet, but we're excited.
Jackson, obviously not the way you would like to end your tenure in the junior category.
No, yeah, definitely not the best finish the last 2 races. There's still positives in there, but yeah, tough.
So
tough result.
we were talking to Jordan before, and he actually said thanks to Jackson for
sure.
raising the bar, and I think that would be mutually.
Yeah, for sure. You know, if there's no competition, you don't push yourself to go faster. So you can see it in the results that, you know, we started farther back in elite, and we've worked our way up to pretty much the top. So it's gonna be an interesting season next year, and yeah, it'll be fun to race, you know, all the elites instead of a junior. So.
How does an 18-year-old Jackson Goldstone? What's his off season? What do you do after this, apart from carbs?
Yeah, I think this is gonna be me for a little bit. Yeah, I don't really have many plans. Want to do some golfing.
Yeah.
Go on a little vacation.
Let your hair down a little though, man.
Yeah.
Let your hair down a little.
Gonna cruise. Might ride my e-bike for a bit. So
yeah, sure.
We'll see.
And do you own a 944?
I actually do.
Yes.
I do. 944S,
Yeah.
87. So that'll be another off-season project.
And so, like, if you take an elite win, you'll be dropping 33 digits off that 944.
Yep. She could be looking real nice if we get an elite win. So.
You heard it here first. 911 on the way.
Yeah. I gotta catch up the boys for that one.
And Bernie.
Yeah.
Nah, bloody good work, bro.
Thank you, bud. Appreciate it.
Rico, first of all, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
I think the mountain bike world is very happy to have you back on board. Not the easiest track to return to.
I think I bit off a little bit more than I could chew this week. That was a bad idea. Seemed like a good idea at home. But yeah, body's not appreciating this at all.
Yeah, Val di Sole's no watermelon, eh?
Fuck no. Yeah, it was a pretty grim idea. In all honesty, I'm glad I came back. Stoked to see everybody. Body did not handle it. Like how I was expecting to wake up today, I woke up yesterday. Like, yeah, smoked, man.
And for myself and like everyone out there, can we grab a little bit of background on the last 3 months?
Yeah, so basically I had 3 big old knocks to the head in about the space of 2 months. And the last one, I was aware of what happened, I knew what happened and didn't feel anything during a really big crash. So basically pretty seriously concussed, and then yeah, I went through a pretty low phase, and yeah, it was pretty grim for a month or 2, and sorted myself out now, it's all good.
Nice. I don't know if everyone's going to hear this, but I think it's good to have riders like yourself putting the spotlight on concussion protocol, concussion safety. That's something you probably want to see more of.
the sport's going so much faster and faster and faster every year. The tracks are getting faster. The crashes are getting bigger and bigger. The amount of riders out this year with head knocks is nuts. So I think things need to change, and it's nobody's fault as such. It's just that we're getting so much faster on bikes before technology can catch up, if you know what I mean. Like, it's nuts. It's just the way it's going. So maybe next year we have like the DOT motorbike certification for helmets, and keep on going, because we don't want to slow down. Everybody wants to go faster, but yeah, you only get one dome, so you've got to look after it.
And that's the thing, is like you've got someone like Finn who's like, look, I want to have a long career. Missing a couple of races is probably going to mean he gets a couple more seasons, and I think that's the crux of it, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. I was exactly the same. I mean, I didn't know what was wrong at the time, and in hindsight, I'm glad I done what I done. But it's hard as a rider when you want to be back and you can't mess around because you lose the points. There's a lot in favour of forcing you to come back before you really should. So, yeah, riders like me, Tanny, Finn, taking the time to be like, you know what, there's more to life than a bike race. Yeah. It's pretty important. So,
and there's more after a mountain bike career.
Amen to that, yeah. I'm hoping to be in the booth a fair bit after this. Everybody seems to enjoy it, and I want to be able to talk and not slur my words for the rest of my life. So yeah, there's a lot more to it besides bikes. And
it's all good saying you were a top mountain biker, but if you can't even say it, then what's the point?
What's the point? Yeah. Exactly. No, head's good now. I'm glad I came through it, but yeah, going forward, it'd be like to see some change, and I'm glad that the riders are focusing on this and discussing it now. It's a big part of it. So yeah,
nice one, mate.
All good, my GC in Queenstown.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. So that wraps up my residency in the Wyn TV office. I'm sorry he couldn't make it, but I hope I've done a good enough job. And thank you to mountain biking for putting on an amazing 2022 race season for the riders, the teams, and everyone. And looking forward to 2023. Over and out.